Hi and welcome everyone. I'm your host Dr. Yasir from Olympian Water Testing, an exclusive New York City and New Jersey based water testing company in the United States. In my previous video, I provided some important information related to lead contamination in schools' drinking water. In today's video, my key audiences will be the parents who can play a major role in preventing exposure of their child both at home and in school from lead contamination. The main purpose for this video is to keep the parents away of drinking water contamination and the associated health risks among their children, and what precautions should parents take to avoid lead exposure to their child through drinking water. Coming to the contents of the video, in which I will provide you a brief background about lead, its possible sources in drinking water, its regulatory status, health impacts, and vulnerable age groups. Next, I will describe you some known quantification approaches for measuring lead in drinking water and through what methods lead can be removed from water and made safe for drinking purposes. Finally, I will address to the parents who can play a major role in preventing their child from drinking water associated lead contamination. Coming to the background, lead contamination in drinking water is considered a major public health concern and has been associated with numerous health problems in humans. Both natural and anthropogenic sources contribute to lead contamination in drinking water. Natural sources include weathering and volcanoes, whereas mining, lead-based paints, some industries, and pesticides are few notable anthropogenic sources of lead contamination. It is believed that lead can contaminate drinking water in many ways, such as through pipes, fittings, or other plumbing materials from where lead can leach into the drinking water and contaminate it. US EPA has regulated lead by setting an MCL of 15 micrograms per liter in drinking water. Children are considered as most vulnerable group because of their biological development and weak immune system, which put them at a high risk of developing lead associated health problems. Parents are main responsible person who can prevent their child from lead contamination by following the recommended guidelines. Dear parents, your child can be at risk of developing health problems when consuming lead contaminated drinking water. Therefore, it is essential to make you aware of the various health issues that can be associated with lead exposure. As mentioned earlier, children are at high risk of developing health issues. Scientific evidences suggest lead as a neurotoxic contaminant and is reported to cause disorders of nervous system including cognitive development among children as well as the other organs. Further, lead can interfere with calcium absorption, which may lead to weak bones and development of diseases like osteoporosis. Apart from its neurotoxic effect, lead can also adversely affect the cardiovascular, reproductive and renal system. Your house can be a major source of lead exposure to your child. Household plumbing can be a major source as lead can get deposited in metal taps, pipes, and pipes connecting a house to the main water pipe in the street. And when water sits in leaded pipes for several hours, lead can trickle into the water supply. It is essential to know that if your tap water is contaminated with lead, since you cannot see, taste or smell lead in water, so the only way to know is to get your water tested and ask your water provider to whether your water has lead in it. According to CDC, there is no safe limit of lead for children and it can be toxic even at very low levels. Therefore, its monitoring and removal is very essential to keep your child safe from contamination. Most importantly, your child spends a significant time in school during day, and schools can be a major source of lead exposure through drinking water. Therefore, you must ensure to routinely inquire about the lead levels in school drinking water from school administration, whether it lies under the safe limits. Preferably, you can have them bring drinking water from home that is certified as lead-free. It should be noted that the drinking water should always be tested from qualified and experienced experts to get the most reliable results. The quantification of lead in drinking water can be done through various methods. These methods can either be on-site based, which use drinking water kits, and the laboratory based methods that use sensitive instruments like atomic absorption spectrophotometer and inductively coupled plasma for measuring lead in drinking water. To remove the lead from drinking water, there are various methods which are commonly being used. Reverse osmosis is widely used method for removing a variety of contaminants in drinking water, including lead. Recently, application of nanoparticles for removing lead from drinking water has also been proven an efficient method for lead removal. Some key guidelines for your house for this purpose include the installation of a suitable filtration system such as reverse osmosis. Old and corrosive pipes and fittings must be replaced with new ones every 5 years to keep the drinking water system in your house safe. Never drink, cook or prepare beverages using water from the hot water faucet. Lead is likely to be highest in hot water. If the water from the cold water faucet has not been used for more than 6 hours, such as overnight or after work or school, let it run 15 to 30 seconds before using it for cooking, drinking and preparing beverages. Avoid using lead-based cookware. Lead can get into food during the cooking. In order to keep drinking water safe from lead contamination, a routine monitoring of drinking water in your house from certified professionals is essential. In case lead levels are detected in the drinking water, it is highly recommended to remove the contamination using suitable removal strategy. Further, you must ensure to trace and mitigate various sources that can potentially contaminate the drinking water system of your house. This is all about my current video. I hope you would have enjoyed the informative content in the video, and in case you have any query, you can reach us at the following addresses. Thank you and goodbye.